Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Watersurf's Lookback. I do apologize for this series going on a pretty much hiatus, but this isn't really a important series to me, but just something I like doing every once in a blue moon. Well, in this case, every year. Basically, last time I left off on 2021, and now I'm picking back up now that I have more free time, and some people are showing interest in the series again. So, for this episode, we'll be talking about my videos from 2022. Now, as you can tell from 2022, there's nothing here. Only 4 videos, and one of which I already have a director's commentary for. The other one is just a vlog that's pretty much the same vlog from last year. But let's just go ahead and talk about 2022 before I get started into this look back. So, 2022. Let's discuss it before we jump into the videos themselves. This was a busy year for me. Not in terms of videos, but in just terms of personal life stuff. If you can recall, I don't really mention it that often, but my daughter was born in April of 2022. So I was pretty much just busy getting things ready for her, as well as just working full time um, at my job at the time. I was extremely busy with that, pretty much working overtime. Not really by choice, just because we are so short staffed and just getting a lot of extra money just so I can be ready for um the baby, and basically when I have that month off for bonding time, that I have a little bit of an income for that. So basically, as you can guess, I was just busy with both work, my daughter, and just taking care of my wife as well during 2022. So, not much stuff ended up getting done. And now for the stuff that is here, well, there's 4 videos, one of which I already have a director's commentary for. So I won't get into too much detail about the Hero Space Adventure since it's one of my feature films. And like I said before, there's a director's commentary on it that you'll probably excuse me, that you'll find in the 2022 playlist, or you can just find your way over to the actual video itself and find the director's commentary at the end cards or info cards or whatever they're called. But let's go ahead and jump into just talking about the Hero Space Adventure. So this is the Hero Space Adventure. This was this was a feature film that I filmed at the beginning of 2021. The reason it took so long, to be honest, was not only because I was busy with work, but I was actually just waiting for a voice actor for the main antagonist, or the Galactic Overlord. I'm just gonna mute this just so it's not distracting me. But yeah, the reason this took so long was just because I was waiting for a voice actor. One of my friends, I said, "Hey, I have this idea for a short film. I was wondering if you wanted to act in it." And he said, "Sure, that sounds like a great time." Um, Lo and behold, he just went dark on the internet and stopped responding to everything. So pretty much this went on a hiatus where I wasn't able to work on it, and then eventually I ended up going back to work because I'm not saying the pandemic was over, but because I that was pretty much priority number one, was my actual personal job, not my silly videos. But I ended up hiring a voice actor many months later, and he did a fantastic job. Um, Pretty much went exactly for what I was looking for with the character. Um, and basically, um, towards the end of 2021, I wanted to say, I was getting to the point where like I need to get this done before my daughter's born, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to work on anything ever again, or at least for a while. So basically, I ended up filming this in early 2021 before I even knew I was having a kid, obviously. Um, and it ended up going a little bit longer than I expected it to. But you know, this was originally, I think it was like 20 pages, so I thought, oh, it's gonna be like 40 minutes. No, it ended up being a full hour. But nothing wrong with that. It's good enough to be a feature film. My second feature film, that is. Um, but yeah, I basically, whenever I had a moment of free time, usually when I got home from work or when I had a day off or just I wasn't busy doing other things because I had no life prior to my daughter being born, is whenever I had a chance to, I ended up working on this. Um, Not that this was a hard project to work on. It was like my normal video, it's just much longer. So, you know, nothing nothing too hard. It's just that some of my VFX takes it's just tedious and time consuming with all the chroma keying and such. But alas, I ended up getting it pretty much close to being done. I think I finished the first two acts before my daughter was born, and then when I was on leave, when she was taking her 4 hour naps, I would work on this when I wasn't sleeping myself. Because if you know anything about raising a newborn, pretty much they wake up every 4 hours to eat, poop, and go back to bed. So when I wasn't dying from taking care of her, I was working on this sometimes. Obviously, I had other personal things to do, but just wanted to mention that this wasn't the only thing I was doing. I was doing other life stuff as well. But I ended up finishing it at the beginning of May and was like, hey, this is coming out, by the way. And then pretty much I went into hiatus as I went back to work and went back to, well, not went back to, I was raising my daughter. So, but you know, I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty much this entire film was what I wanted from start to finish. I just wish that I got it done when I wanted it to, because this was something I had this big old plan for 2021 where I was going to release 3 feature films. Um, the Hero Space Adventure, the Cooper sequel, which I'm currently writing right now, and the long-awaited Watersurf and Josh adventure movie thing. I don't know what that's going to be about, but I do have one scene filmed for it actually, just because I don't have access to certain costuming anymore. But that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, this is the Hero Space Adventure. If you want to know more about the director's commentary, just go watch the director's commentary, because I'm not going to cover this whole hour-long thing in this video. But I just want to talk about this because I don't think I mentioned in the director's commentary, because I actually filmed the director's commentary literally a year after I made this, just because of how busy I was and such. But yeah, go check it out if you haven't seen it already. It's one of my favorite films that I've worked on. But let's go ahead and get into the next thing. All right, up next is the Corridor Digital job application. This is the third one that I have applied to. They have editor positions open up every once in a blue moon, and this was the third one that I did. Now, with the exception of the last one, the second one, I actually put a lot of effort into this. I tried making it short. I tried making it snappy. I tried making it very balanced with all the footage they gave me. I don't recall exactly. I can probably pull that up actually. Just gonna put this on my other monitor while I get it pulled up. Yeah, this. Not that I'm not bummed about getting it, because honestly I expected not to get anything from this. But yeah, let's just talk about it got pretty much, I uploaded it pretty much the day before the deadline, I believe. It got 1 view. They I don't know what this one was from. I think it got scrubbed through. Pretty much that was that was it. It wasn't. You can see that most of it came from Gmail, but I do have this publicly available to watch. Not publicly, but available to watch. Um, in the 2022 playlist, but it is unlisted, and I'd rather it not be shared around. But just you can see what I was going for if you watch other people's applications. I'm not bummed about not getting the position. I did put a lot of effort into it, and I went through like 3 different versions of the video, and this one was the one that I felt like was the best out of the 3 in my opinion. But I'm not too upset. I was trying to go for a quick crew cuts type of thing, but you know, nothing doesn't hurt trying again. With these jobs, this would be a cool job to work at, but I just don't think my style matches with what they're going for, and not saying I can edit to trying to trying to think what I can edit to if as different. Yeah, I cannot speak. I do apologize. What I'm trying to say is I can edit as other people do, like mimic their editing style, and that's what I was trying to go for here. But they watched I don't know how many of these, probably up to 1,000. So I wanted to make it quick. Like mine's like 5 minutes long. I can only imagine the ones that were like hours long, because I think they gave us like 3 hours of footage, and they had some sort of a story with all of them going on. And I could see what they were going for, but I pretty much took out the interesting part and did what I could do. The bummer was the second one, which I put the least amount of effort into, was the one that got viewed the most, and I wish I put more effort into that one. But we're here now. I have still my own YouTube channel that I'm happy with, and at the end of the day, I'd rather create stuff for myself and for my audience, and if they enjoy watching the stuff I make, then that's great. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You can go watch the whole thing if you want. It's just 5 minutes. It was a neat thing to edit regardless, but maybe if they have another application open in the future, I'll apply, but I have no idea where I'm even going to be in the next month, because taking it day by day, week by week, month by month. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the next video. All right, up next is the PAX 2022 overview vlog. Now, these aren't anything like super special. It's just I like making these when I go out to PAX, just to show what the floors were like, just for people that can't attend. These are just pretty much just walking around vlogs. This one was a neat event, but I didn't go last year, and I most likely won't go this year, just because I'm busy with raising my kid. Obviously, we did take her to this. I think she was like 5 or 6 months when we went. I want to say 5 months. That sounds about right. She wasn't walking yet, but she could keep her head up, so we just had her in our little baby carrier that goes on your chest or back or whatever. And as you can tell, everyone's wearing masks, because this was one of the requirements. Everyone has to wear masks. I don't think vaccinations were a thing for this one specifically, but this PAX had more of a focus on indie developers and card games and tabletop games. Not that I'm not really a fan of tabletop games, but they are neat. I just don't have the friend group to play tabletop games, because I'm just so busy with my own thing. So, and plus a lot of my friends are busy with their own things, or they live in different cities, and oh well. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the vlog. It's just it's an overview vlog of the PAX show floor. and all the stuff you could look at. So if you want to go watch the full thing, you can, but if not, totally cool. I'm not gonna blame you for not wanting to watch this overview vlog. These are pretty much just relevant for when PAX rolls around. I think this got a big bump in viewership actually for 2023's. I got like 1,000 views out of nowhere before the 2023 version, so that was neat at least. But maybe I'll attend PAX again in the future, but for now, until things change in my personal life, I don't think I'll be attending for right now. But regardless, this is a neat event to go to if you're able to. But so let's go ahead and jump into the last video of 2022. Alright, the last video of 2022 is The Heroes Next Generation. Now, this was the first of a few videos that I shot at the end of 2022. I think it was this one, Science Time 3, and the Are You Smarter Than Yourself game show redemption round. These were all shot back to back. But this one was the first one to get out just because I was able to work on this, and this was a pretty short. Shorties are much easier for me to get out quicker, so that's why I chose this one first. Now this one is special because it has the first cameo of my daughter. She was finally big enough to fit in this little UA uniform we got her, so she was able to get into that. I'll go ahead and skip to the part where she appears, because the first part of the video is just like, what have I been doing since I retired? Because that big old fight in the Hero Space Adventure means he retired from fighting evil, but you know, he still does his patrols or whatever. But this was supposed to be just like an aftermath video of the heroes in retirement, and he's just doing his own thing. So we'll see him again in the future, and you still will see him again in the future because I ended up making another hero video. I think I lost track of time in 2024 because I ended up collaborating with another YouTuber, but I'll talk about that when I get to 2024. But just know that this was filmed alongside of 2 other videos, but unfortunately the 2 other videos took a lot longer to get out than I wanted them to. These 3 videos were also the last videos that were filmed with my old camera. I finally retired my camera of 13 years and got a proper 4K camera just because I do a lot of punch-ins and posts. So while I do upload everything in 1080p, it's nice having that option to edit in 4K and not lose any quality while zooming in post. Now, just something funny about this where I set her down. There was this edit that I cut out, but when I walk away from her, she starts crying because you know how babies are. When you put them down and walk away, they get upset that their parent walked away. But I'm like, nah. But yeah, so I cut there, and then she flies away in the bubble. Now, just something to mention, this was the first and only video that I edited in Vegas Effects. Because I realized that I'm going to be busy with things, and I'm not going to pay for an Adobe subscription. I think I was only paying for After Effects at the time, because I don't need all of them. So you can see a little bit of jitteriness. It's not as high quality as I wanted it to be, because Vegas Effects is good. It's just not great. I would say it's beginner's first After Effects, but it was just very clunky, and there was a lot of things that unfortunately aren't as quick as I would want them to be. And I mean, that's probably just not knowing the tool as well as others, but I just wanted to mention that this was the VFX was all done in Vegas Effects and not done in After Effects like it normally is. Now I just fork over the $20 for After Effects every month because I do use it more frequently. But I still use Vegas Pro to edit. I hate Premiere with a passion. That thing crashes like nobody's business. And I mean, Vegas does as well, but I prefer Vegas over Premiere any day. But if you need me to edit in Premiere, I can. It doesn't really matter what you edit in at the end of the day. You can't really tell unless you're using the default text and stuff. But yeah, this is the Hero Space Adventure, not Heroes Next Generation, aka the Hero 4. Now, as mentioned earlier, I did make another follow up, not with my daughter, but there's another one in 2024. So I still have more plans for the hero character, whether he be in the Idea Factory or for his own shorts. But yeah, the next generation was the kickoff for the next generation of hero videos because he is no longer going to be part of the shorts. He's going to have his own little mini series as well as a feature film that is way off in the future that I am still brainstorming, but realistically that's not going to be out for a while because I haven't even written it yet. But let's go ahead and just wrap up the video. Well, that's it for 2022. Yeah, it was a big year for content. Pretty much just busy the entire year with having a kid and working and all that fun stuff. But hey, 2023 was a great return to content. Surprisingly, I ended up getting a video out every week to every 2 to 3 weeks, at least once or twice a month. So that was pretty good. So you haven't checked those out, go check them out. But as always, you can watch the 2022 playlists in the description or whatever, or you could just skip this year. The only thing that was significant for this year was the Hero Space Adventure. So there's that at least. But thanks for watching this look back episode. I do apologize that it's shorter, but as you can tell, there was only 4 videos, and one of which already has its own director's commentary on. So I'll be covering 2023 in the next one. I don't know exactly when that episode will go up, but I'll get to it eventually. And 2023 and 2024 are going to have a lot of content, hopefully. I mean, 2024 is going to hopefully have a lot of content. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, whether it be these lookbacks or whatever other garbage I make. Okay, bye!